Hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca Hoffman, and I will be your child's second grade teacher this year. I just want to welcome you to my classroom and welcome to Back to School Night 2023. On tonight's agenda, we will be talking about a mathematical mindset, standards that we teach in second grade, my lessons and curriculum, math strategies, math talk, math tasks and routines, and manipulatives. Let's get started. So, starting out with a mathematical mindset, my philosophy about math is that math esteem is self esteem. I want to give my best effort to empower our students to feel confident and excited about math. And throughout the year, this year, we are going to give them many opportunities to explore new concepts and math routines to encourage the use of thinking about numbers in different ways. Throughout the year, I will hold up expectations for our students and myself. I want to start off the year by laying the groundwork for a supportive mathematical learning, and I expect myself and my students to build a safe and supportive environment. My philosophy is that we will help each other do our best thinking, work, and problem solving. So, taking the time right away to teach our students to understand why a supportive classroom environment is essential for learning math. It's important and to engage them in developing, those class norms and responsibilities, and to take ownership of the learning and carry those out. So I just want to keep everybody accountable for the work and what they say in the classroom as well. And kind of touching on reducing math anxiety that goes along with a mathematical mindset. We just want to avoid that negative math talk in school and at home. We want to model a growth mindset versus being stuck in a fixed mentality. With a growth mindset, students can believe in themselves and really truly work hard to achieve anything that they put their mind to. So in this classroom, we will treat mistakes as learning opportunities, and that it's okay to make mistakes, and that's just how we learn and grow and to become better mathematicians. Moving on to standards. So in the second grade school year, there are four main areas of focus that our second graders will be learning. There is extending understanding of base 10 notation, building fluency with addition and subtraction, using standard units of measure, and describing and analyzing shapes. So those are just the big components that we'll be touching on this year. And to go along with that, we also have this thing called math practice standards. So there's just 8 behavior-like attributes that we want to enforce when our students are doing math. So that means using strategies that make sense to them, reasoning, communicating thoughts and ideas, and learning to persevere when math gets hard. So there's 8 different practices that I want to model and emphasize throughout the year this year for our second graders. Kind of going on to lessons and curriculum. With that, we have IXL this year as second graders, and a lot of times we will use IXL, which is an online math platform that will be used during math RTI, or say that we get done with a lesson earlier and they maybe need some reinforcement. They can log on to IXL, and it usually correlates to what we will be doing. So, for example, if they're learning to use measurement, that there might be a measurement section on IXL that they can do to supplement their learning. So with that being said, we also have Open Up Resources, which is our curriculum that our school provides. And I love Open Up Resources because it's very student friendly. There's number talk warm up, so we get together as a group and just talk about numbers and what things mean. There's age appropriate activities and lessons that go along with our curriculum. And as you can see here, I have a screenshot of what we will be learning as a second grade class. So Unit 1, we'll start with adding, subtracting, and working with data. And by the end of the school year, we're putting it all together with Unit 9. So there's a lot of different things that we'll be learning this year that I can't wait to share with you. Moving on to math strategy. So we often hear the word new math, and what I consider to be new math is just strategies that will assist our students in achieving, the correct answer, but with understanding and deeper meaning and thinking to how they arrived at their answer. When growing up, maybe we were taught to do things differently and not to really truly understand maybe what we were doing. So with these new math strategies, I will teach our students, to develop number sense, to understand what they're doing and working through problems that way. For example, when learning to add and subtract, we can use, an open number line strategy to understand how to group numbers that make sense for them. Maybe we'll learn to do number bonds, like I have up here too, to decompose larger numbers to make sense. So really, this new math eliminates that memorized arithmetic that we might be used to, and these new math strategies can help students represent, explain, and justify their thinking too. I will also be doing this thing called Math Strategy Monday, where I will provide videos throughout the year to show you how to do these different strategies at home with your kiddo. Going on to Math Talk, I love Math Talk. I think this is a really important component to my classroom this year and every year that I teach math to our students. Math Talk is simply just that process of having students explain and justify their answers as part of their daily classroom activity. So like we want our second graders to go beyond simply giving an answer, but rather to, explain their process and tell me how they arrived at that problem or answer. So really Math Talk is really important because it focuses on students thinking and how they went about solving that problem. And also Math Talk engages student listening and speaking skills. So the goal of Math Talk is to ask the right questions to help students develop a deeper understanding of math concepts and just to create a right classroom culture that really doesn't fear math and, is excited to do math without having to be embarrassed or scared to share. So I really just want our classroom culture to be accepting and supportive when we do our math talks and our math lessons each day. Kind of going with Math Talk, we have a lot of math tasks and routines that incorporate Math Talk. We'll use a lot of technology in this class, so I might use Class Dojo to keep you guys connected with our students, but also our second graders have their personal iPads that are kept in the cart in our room. We will probably use Seesaw a lot to upload our work and get experience through technology applications. In our routine, I want us to be consistent with math routines or consistent with classroom expectations in general. So I want to have routines for cleaning up and homework and coming and going in transition periods, just to keep kids accountable, keep them consistent, and have stability in our classroom environment. And with that, we'll do math routines as well. So like estimation 180, numberless word problems. And so solving mobiles are really great sources that are free to us that gets kids thinking about number sense and working with numbers. And it's just a fun way to talk about math in the classroom. Kind of talking about here, wrapping things up with manipulatives. I love manipulatives because they are great tools in our classroom to construct and represent meanings and ideas within math concepts. So students will learn to use concrete objects such as, Unifix cubes or maybe colored tiles throughout the year. And then they'll build on those concrete objects and move towards using pictures to represent their ideas. So really it's a transferable skill where they can think back to concrete and maybe change that into pictures and numbers. And throughout the year, our standards will maybe use base 10 blocks or number lines, rulers, colored tiles, geoboard, just different concrete objects that help them really think about the math process and see it in a visual, tangible way. And with that being said, I'm going to open the floor up to questions. Do we have any questions? Oh, yes. So I just got the question. My child has always done really well in math. The question is, do you have any activities or resources that I can use at home to challenge them? Which I love this question because I sure do. I have a slide here talking about different things that I can share with you as parents and caregivers at home. I have a list of parent resources that I can share. Some activities that I recommend would be the Math for Love website. Lots of great free games that really use numbers and dice and different ways to utilize numbers. So I love Math for Love. Genius Star is a great way to challenge and work on perseverance. Nerdle. I love Nerdle. It's very similar to Wordle, of course, just using numbers instead. Who Am I, Mr. Grid, and Solve Me Mobiles are great ways to activate students' math skills at home and just really just challenge them to practice math at home, and you can help them do that as well and keep them accountable. So that being said, that is just kind of a wrap up to my presentation, and I'm so excited to have your kiddo this year in class. Thank you.